You gotta learn to watch your thoughts.
Good morning, Ellen and me. This is Grandma Faye. I'm back again today with another video. I'm starting my day off. I'm on my way to class. And I will let y'all know how I go when I get there. I may even record when I get there. But I was on my way to school, and I had to detour because I left my phone, right? So I'm thinking, maybe there's a reason God wanted me to turn around and go back home and, get my phone, because I was on my way speeding out here. When I first turned out the driveway, I was like not paying attention. I almost went on the side of the road, and then so I guess he wanted me to turn around and to try to go back and retract my steps and do that right, because you didn't do it right. You didn't pray before you took off, and forgive me, Lord. I'm asking him now to take us over there to try to bring us back at the appointed time. And I asked him that, and then I thought about it, on my way at the stop sign. I was like, you know what, maybe he detoured me for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. It's my statement. So we have to look for what God wants us to do and do when you hear his voice, listen to it and do what he tell you to, because it's to do and do what when you hear his voice, listen to it and do what he tell you to, because it's a reason why. And that's my purpose this morning, because I love God. All of my life I was brought up in church, and mama taught me how to do things, but through him, he gave her strength to take care of her kids, a single mother, and she did a great job with us, because I can say we never went to jail at a young age. We never did bad things at a young age. We were all taught to excuse me, I had to stop because the big truck was coming. He didn't proceed to get over for me, but it's okay. I had to stop, but it's okay. Not a complete stop, but I had to slow down a little bit, maybe. Okay, I got that. But anyway, I just want to tell y'all good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I love you guys, and stay prayerful and pray for me as I pray for you guys. And I pray for your safe travels to work and back home, to school and back home, or wherever you're traveling this morning. I pray for your safe travel. And I thank you for being a part of my just hold on. Don't break it when you break it. That's the song I got I'm hearing now, This is good God. He knows when to sit and what time is it at that time, Don't break it before you break it. Just hold on. That's my testimony. All right, gang, I made the class to make a stop at the ladies' room, but I got one more thing to tell y'all. Guess what? God told me this morning he see miracles through song. I see miracles. And then Jacayla called say, you got to believe it, faith it, receive it. And that's really a positive thing for me this morning. I thank God for ministry through songs. So y'all just continue to pray for Grandma Faye. I'm going to class now. Goodbye. See you in a little bit. Bye-bye.
With you've got dessert, comma, you still need a conjunction word. Okay. So B is our correct one. Okay. So just grade them yourself. Okay. Number 2. We had 4 sentences. I'm not going to read them all. But do you see one standing out above the others as a complete sentence? Remember, subject, verb, complete thought, correct punctuation. That's what we're looking for. H. Why did you choose H?
Because complete sentence.
Okay. Charlotte, there's your subject.
Yep.
Did, that's your verb. All of the electrical wiring herself.
Complete thought.
It's a complete thought. No run-ons going on, so that is correct. Okay, do we need to discuss number 2 anymore? Okay. Number 3,
Okay, I'll go by the 10.5 or I don't know. It's more important.
okay, explain what you think is great about A.
We have the semicolon and however in the comma after that.
Okay, does it have a subject and a verb and
Yes.
complete thoughts and, okay, that's correct. Any discussion needed about 3? Number 4.
Hey, that's pretty good.
G?
Okay, tell me why you think G is the most wonderful sentence of that group.
Because it has the but, and then before but it has the comma.
Okay,
Oh,
so you're saying that the comma and the but are used correctly
yes.
in this, okay. Okay, does everybody agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that is correct. Anybody not like olives in here?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't used to like them, but I can tolerate black olives. Don't care for green. So, okay, we good on this section?
Yes.
Do you see them?
Yeah, the comma don't go there.
It's just kind of weird there, isn't it? There are 21 squares each. 21 squares each. See, it's hard to even know.
What you talking about?
Yeah, there are 21 squares each, and then is the next part is unique, or there are 21 squares break, each is unique. It's very confusing. So C is not correct. Okay. And did somebody say B?
Yes.
Okay, what do y'all like about B?
It's got the comma and with the and.
Okay, so with the conjunction,
Yes.
and you think it's used correctly?
Yes.
Okay, all right. B is correct. Okay. And then our last one, number 6.
J?
Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, when you look at it up here, wow, there's a lot going on there, okay? Okay, what was the answer you gave again? F?
You said J.
J, correct as it is. Okay, let's look up here. Cars have to drive around the squares. This keeps traffic slow in downtown Savannah. Okay, so we have a comma dividing 2 sentences. Okay, what are the rules with a comma when you have 2 sentences put together?
Gotta put the conjunction.
Okay.
Oh, the semicolon after squares.
You could certainly H.
Yeah. Say.
I would say J is not our answer, okay? J is not it, so let's eliminate what else we have. So you think H now? Cars have to drive around the squares, then we have a semicolon.
Okay, PIMDOS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. If that helps you remember it, whatever. This is what you need to know here, okay? Now, when you are solving equations, and you have a lot of things going on in an equation, this tells you the proper order it has to be worked. The calculator knows PIMDOS. If you put it in the calculator with all the parentheses and squares and roots and all that stuff, it knows what to do with it. However, you need to know how to do it without the calculator, and then later I'll let you use them. But now we're going to learn to crawl before we walk and run. So, P is for parentheses. So when you see an equation, anytime something is in parentheses, you need to do it first. As an example.
2 times 3.
Okay. into PEMDAS, we look at an equation, we're trying to solve the answer. The first thing it says, you need to do parentheses. So you need to look at the parentheses first and do what's inside there. So you're gonna have 2 times 7.
Because you have, add the ones inside.
Right, you gotta do parentheses first. So 2 times 7 is 14. So, let's say we didn't use PEMDAS and we just did 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 4 is 10. 2 different answers. This one is wrong.
Yeah.
This one is right. Because we followed the rules of PEMDAS. Now, if you were to use your calculator and put it in there exactly like that, it would give you 14, because it knows what to do. But I have to teach you what to do without that thing, because you're gonna run across problems where you're not gonna have that thing to help you. So, first thing is parentheses. The next thing you're gonna look for is any powers or roots. So you do it time. It's gonna tell you, round to the 10th, round to the nearest cent, which means if you're dealing with money, they want pennies. Round to the nearest whole number, which would be the ones. Round to the nearest hundredths, which would be 2 decimal places. You have to know those place values. And then you have to know the rules for rounding. You know when you're trying to round, if the number next to the number you're rounding is 5 or greater, you're going to bump it up 1. If it's less than 5, you just drop it, kick it to the side, and forget about it. Okay? So, keep that in mind, because you will have rounding. Just like I tell you, you need to know your multiplication tables, you need to know place values and rounding. Okay? All right, any other discussions over the warm-up? Tried to give you a little bit of everything we covered on Thursday.
Number 9.
Do what now?
Number 9.
Number 9?
Yes.
Okay, put the square root of 12 in your calculator. Put it in your calculator.
I do it.
Okay, and what does the calculator tell you? It tells you 2 square root of 3. Is that what you got? Okay, now, according to C on the handout that I gave you, when there's no exact square root of a number, you have to go down to the little double arrow on the bottom right of the calculator. All the way down to the bottom right. All the way, no.
Above the enter. It's above the enter button.
See the little 2 arrow buttons that it says on C on the paper? Finish the answer. You have to take it one step further.
Okay.
Remember the first page was reading quite okay, there's your answers.
Okay.
So you know you gotta do this first.
Oh, I skipped number 2. Oh, man.
Let me show you.
Didn't I? I didn't answer.
Yeah.
Open.
Okay, what's 5 times 1?
Open the parentheses.
Second.
Oh, I got that one right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now combine like a number.
Number.
You got a number here and a number here, combine your
No,
numbers.
don't push second, just fraction.
Make it 3.
Open the parentheses, fraction.
And then put the fraction in.
Fraction, 1/3.
Okay, so now you got 87 equals 26.
14.
Then put the number.
27 plus 5.
So I hit enter?
Open enter.
Was I right? No. Oh, man.
Okay, any discussions with what I have up on the screen? Number 1 is 64. Number 2 is 625. Number 3 is 1 over 9. Excuse me. Number 4 is 43. Number 5 is 5. Number 6 is 14. Number 7 is 4. Number 8 is 2 over 3. And number 12, like y'all were seeing, when you stick that in the calculator, it gave you 2 square root of 3, which is not a simplified answer, it can go smaller. And you put that in the calculator, you hit the little double arrow button, and it tells you through 3.46, whatever big old long number.
Yeah.
Round it off to the 10th place,
It's
and that's
3.5.
3.5.
And I didn't even put 3 in front of it. I'm just crazy.
Okay, it says round to the 10th,
You guys
so
know
that
in this
means that
video,
6 bumps
it's
that
getting
4 to a
quite
5.
long.
3.5.
But I appreciate you guys for listening. Don't
So,
forget to like, subscribe,
That just
comment.
goes to show you, that little paper I gave you is very important. Just like all the handouts that I give you, I say don't lose them, you need them.
I don't know.
That's another one of them. Now, that just means
Don't
as we're
forget to
working
like,
problems and you're running
subscribe,
across something
and
you're not
comment
sure how to
at
do
the
it,
bottom of the screen
you
below.
have to go back and look.
Just tap on
Now,
the
when it comes
picture.
time to the test, you don't have
And
those
you
little
can
papers.
subscribe.
You just have to know how to
Thank
do
you.
it.
Have a
And
blessed
as
day.
I've told you
Bye-bye.
before,